Hello, my name is Mallory Grabendike, and this is my presentation about the stages of childhood development. So I really liked the first article when it focused on Piaget, so I kind of wanted to do a slide about him. So the first stage that Piaget presents is about the sensory motor stage, and it is from birth to about 2 years. And he talks about their perceptions of the world are purely their physical interactions with it. There's no logical thinking. The second stage is the pre-operational reasoning stage. It is from about 2 years to 6 or 7. Um, and they think really single dimensionally. So over here in the diagram, you can see he points the water, he wants water. Um, there's no deeper thinking about it. Part 3 is the concrete operational reasoning stage. So they can think really concretely. And they can think logically in most situations from about 6 or 7 to 11 or 12. So over in the diagram, that is him choosing between the glasses. He wants water, so which one holds more? That's kind of the logical thinking. And then last but not least, there's the formal operational reasoning stage. It's from about 11 to 12 to the rest of your life. And this is when you attain the reasoning power of mature adults. And so you can see he is thinking about, is it half full or half empty? So it does not occur. One thing that I found was interesting that Piaget says it does not occur without exposure to formal education and scientific reasoning. So you need that education in order to be able to think deeply and have that reasoning power. The next 4 stages really align with Piaget's, but they're slightly different, so I thought I would talk about them as well. But they had prenatal development, so I found that interesting from conception to birth and how your mother treats you in the womb is part of your development. And then infancy through childhood. One thing I found interesting is it talks about how newborns are not completely helpless. They have reflexes that help them. And throughout this time, there's rapid physical and fine motor skills and motor skills development. And then there's adolescence, which begins at about 12 years and goes to 18 years. So it begins at puberty. And again, physical development is huge. It begins at puberty. So there's all those changes. And then there's emerging adulthood. So about 18 to mid-20s, and this is when your identity exploration is focused on work and love. Okay, so how this all connects to education and to me. So adolescence from that other source, and then the formal operational reasoning stage. These are the kids I teach, 12 to 18 years of life. I was a middle school teacher last year, and I'm at high school this year. So there's this belief that schools and teachers affect adolescents' identity development. And it's really because teachers set norms and expect students to behave a certain way and to answer math questions a certain way and to show their knowledge in a certain way, which affects people's identity development. So one thing as an educator I hope to do is to give explorative Sorry, had to take my cakes out of the oven. Anyways, one thing I hope to do as an educator is to provide explorative learning experiences for my students. So to really help foster their identity development. So this would allow students to show that they understand the material and they have learned in different ways. And allows them to explore ways that they enjoy learning, because they should enjoy learning. Anything that's reflective in nature helps students to learn the way that they think, work, and learn best. So that's kind of my goal as an educator. And here are my sources.